आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, Amit Shah is in Bengal, beginning the big campaign. But can the BJP win Bengal or just give a tough fight to Mamata Banerjee? At 8:30 p.m. tonight, Zelensky denies, but did he try to kill Putin? At 9 o'clock tonight, why the systemic and targeted attempt to shame the victim of Kuldeep Singh Sengar must be unequivocally called out. And of course, there are going to be many elections, many important elections in 2026. There's going to be Assam, and without a doubt, there will be Tamil Nadu, but the big election, the election that matters the most politically consequentially, in terms of the intensity of the battle, will be Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, can the BJP win Bengal? The Prime Minister visited Bengal 4 times in the last 6 months, despite a busy Bihar election schedule, which just tells you how significant Bengal is for the Prime Minister. Remember what he said on the day of victory in Bihar? He looked at Bengal. He said the river Ganga flows to Bengal via Bihar, and the victory in Bihar, like the river, has paved the way for our victory in Bengal. So the Prime Minister's eyes were on Bengal. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat was in North Bengal. He's visiting Kolkata many times. He was in Siliguri last month. This month, in fact, around December 17th and 18th, and his message ahead of the elections was clear. He said if Hindu society wakes up, then it will not take much time. And I'll tell you what percentage of the Hindu vote the BJP needs to win. Amit Shah has already begun canvassing. He was there today. And he says, we will form the government with a 2/3 majority. From Bhagwat on December 17th, Prime Minister on December 20th, Amit Shah on December 30th. Look at the chronology and understand. This is the most significant election for the BJP. The frequency of all these visits, back to back, tells us one thing, and that is this. This is a make or break election for the BJP. But the question you'd be asking is, can the BJP win Bengal? Mathematically, it can. But politics is not mathematics. But the gap is narrow, narrower than you think. In the 2014-19 Lok Sabha cycle, the BJP's vote share in the Lok Sabha surged from about 17% to 40 to 41%. Look at the way it's moved from 2014 to 2024. Even in 2024, after a 6-seat drop from 18 to 12, the BJP still retained, ladies and gentlemen, 39%. So the BJP is a very popular party in Bengal. Between the 2016 and 2021 assembly elections, the BJP seat tally also went up, remember, from 3 to 77. From 2 to 77. 77. That's a multifold rise. The BJP's vote share jumped from about 10% in 2016 to nearly 38 to 38.5% in 2021, shrinking the TMC's lead from around 35 percentage points to roughly 10 percentage points in a single election. So there is a narrow gap. Didi is not as strong as people think. What should the BJP do to win? For the BJP to close the gap on the TMC, of the 10% that remains the gap between the two, the BJP must close the gap and try to get to 45%. So Amit Shah has to ensure that the BJP gets a 6.5% jump at least. Now 6.5% jump at least. How can that happen? Hindu vote consolidation, Hindu mobilization. for the BJP to win, here is my calculation. The BJP, if assume the Hindu vote is about 67 to 68% of the vote, viewers keep in mind that SIR has removed a large number of people who are there on fake voters from the voter list. For the BJP to win, assume 2001 statistics, Hindus are 70.5% and Muslims are just under 30%. I assume this would have gone up from looking at trends to about 67% Hindu vote to about 30, 32, 33, 34% Muslim vote. Let's assume 67, 33 is the split. The BJP needs to get 70% of the Hindu vote in Bengal. If Hindus are 67% of the vote, 7 out of 10 Hindus has to vote for the BJP, which means there has to be incredible, massive Hindu vote consolidation. For far too long, the TMC has gone with the formula that it needs 30% of 70% Hindu vote and 70% of the 30% Muslim vote. That was allegedly the formula of Prashant Kishore. If the BJP is to win, it must win 70% of the approximately 70% votes in Bihar. If that happens, then Bengal goes with the BJP. But the only thing we need to remember here is, therefore, analyze the thinking of Mohan Bhagwat, Amit Shah and everyone. Their only challenge is to make sure that there is a Hindu political awakening in Bengal. Will that happen? Will that happen? I've placed the statistics before you. Let me tell you, nothing is impossible. But it's going to be a really incredible fight in Bengal this time. Let's debate.
जिस पार्टी को केवल 3 सीट मिले थे, वो पार्टी 5 साल के ही अंतराल में 77 सीट प्राप्त करी और 26 में हम निश्चित रूप से प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनाने वाले।
With successful mandates in New Delhi and Bihar, it's mission West Bengal next for the BJP.
बीजेपी की श्रद्धा है बांग्लार उदय तबेई विकसितो भारतेर जय.
And headlining the political landscape is the issue of infiltration, the #1 talking point.
আমরা যদি সবাইকে আশ্রয় দিতে পারি তোমরা কেন পারো না?
एक ऐसी मजबूत राष्ट्रीय ग्रिड बनाएंगे जो बंगाल से घुसपैठ को समाप्त कर देगी। इंसान छोड़ दीजिए, परिंदा भी पैर नहीं मार पाए, इस प्रकार की एक मजबूत ग्रिड की रचना हम करेंगे और न केवल घुसपैठ रोकेंगे, सारे घुसपैठियों को चुन चुन कर भारत के बाहर निकालने का काम भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बंगाल सरकार करेगी।
Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee was quick to respond to Amit Shah's claims.
বাংলা ভাষায় কথা বললেই বলছেন বাংলাদেশি। 1947 সালের আগে 3টে দেশ তো এক ছিল। ওপার বাংলা থেকে অনেকে এপার বাংলায় এসছে, এপার বাংলা থেকে অনেকে ওপার বাংলায় গেছে, পাঞ্জাব থেকে অনেকে পাকিস্তানে গেছে। দুটো রাজ্য তো সাফার করেছে, একটা বাংলা আর একটা পাঞ্জাব। মাথায় রাখবেন। আজকে বলছে এসআইআর এর নামে অনুপ্রবেশকারী হাঁটাবো। এতদিন কি করছিলেন? দুধ ভাত খাচ্ছিলেন?
The Election Commission of India's Special Intensive Revision and the challenge of Bangladeshi infiltration has reigned Bengal politics for long. Republic has exposed each case from the most remote corners. With the successful rollout of SIR, 58 lakh names have been cut off from West Bengal in the first list. And the centre is not buying the Mamata model of governance.
आज ममता बनर्जी के नेतृत्व में भ्रष्टाचार के कारण पूरे बंगाल का विकास एक प्रकार से थम गया है। मोदी जी की सारी लाभकारी योजनाएं जो पूरे देश में गरीबी का उन्मूलन कर रही है। यहाँ पर टोल सिंडिकेट के भेंट चढ़ चुकी है और हर योजना डेड एंड पर पहुंच चुकी है।
With the issue of infiltration helming the election campaign, can the BJP break ground in West Bengal?
Opening this up, not taking a position on this, Avra Sen of the BJP from Kolkata, Ratan Sharda is with us this evening, Niladri Bhattacharya is there, and Shubhankar Bhattacharya, both pro-TMC, and Nikhil Jain is pro-Congress. Now, you know, Niladri, this is possible. I would just begin by saying that when you look at the numbers, I don't know if you... it is extremely close, much closer than you think, because the BJP is just 6% away from the Trinamool, right? And there's so much anti-incumbency that's built up over the years. This number, and the BJP is steadily keeping a 39% basic vote share and only climbing. So technically, BJP numbers are very impressive. You agree?
I agree with you. BJP numbers are very impressive, Arnab. And as you have correctly said, that politics is not about mathematics. The 6% will be a very uphill task for BJP to counter. Because given the development schemes of Mamata Banerjee, like Konyashri, like the Shastro Shati scheme, which is much more prior and a popular scheme than Ayushman Bharat scheme, it will be very difficult for the BJP to counter the 6% vote share. Because you must know
is not
that
much.
from
6 to 10% is achievable.
I know, but from 2021 to 24, the percentage has come down 4%. It has come down 4%. And in these elections, we are assuming in the left. Mr. Sharda, please hold on. Hold on to your horses, Mr. Sharda. We are holding that the communists, the left and the Congress will do much better because people have seen to the facade of the BJP. Mr. Amit Shah comes only during the elections time. MP Justice Abhijit Ganguly has already stated that we don't need leaders from Delhi telling us what is to be done. BJP needs a leader in Bengal, a Bengali Bhadralok leader who can resonate with the masses, which the BJP is lacking. And as far as the elections are concerned, 80,000 booths are there, Arnab, out of which BJP today has only admitted that they have control over 30,000 booths. What about the rest 50,000 booths? You need to fight election on the ground. It is very good to sit in TV channels, good to give press interviews. But you have to fight elections on the ground, which the BJP is lacking, and which I think gives Mamata a little bit of edge to push over in this election.
Okay, let's get Avra in. Avra, 2 points very specifically, that you don't have a leader. Now, this is often spoken. Who is the leader? Is Shubhendu is the face right now? Is Shubhendu the leader? Is Shamik Bhattacharya being sent in to be the leader? Who is your leader? If you maintain ambiguity over this, it doesn't help. You even flirted with the idea of having Saurav Ganguly as your leader till he made it clear he's with Didi. So, does this become a weak point for you? Is this the reason you're not being able to break through the glass ceiling?
Arnabji, the TMG's version is that we don't have a strong leader.
Yeah.
We don't have a face in Bengal, right?
Right.
So if I am to say that, okay, fine, I'm not going to debate on that, I will say the strongest and the most popular leader for radical Islamists is Mamata Banerjee. We have Shamik Bhattacharya ji, we have Shubhendu Adhikari ji, both of them were present during the press conference today, and there are a number of leaders in Bengal today who are leading our party with full flow. But the problem is, Mamata Banerjee is the most famous radical Islamist leader. Or else, can you explain any other reason why ABT leader Jashimuddin Rahmani would say that Mamata Banerjee, our respected chief minister, is the only person...
Dr. Avra Sen, Dr. Sen, in that case, why are all Hindus not voting for the BJP? Last time your vote share around, say, 38%. 38% is only about 52 to 55% of the Hindu vote, which means, allow me, even if assuming you got 100% of your vote is a Hindu vote, you need to explain this to me tonight. Why are 45% of Hindus not voting for the BJP?
Let me finish, sir.
If things are
The
so
thing
bad
is,
and she's an
ABT's
Islamist
Joshimuddin Rahmani,
Muslim leader as you're claiming.
yeah, Joshimuddin Rahmani has but categorically said that Mamata Banerjee is the only leader who can say just make West Bengal free from India. This is
You
the
give a
categorical
candidate-
statement of Joshimuddin Rahmani. Please let me
you
finish. I did not
assuage the-
intervene.
you
Let me
assuage the
finish.
Bengali
Let me
popular
finish.
looks
There
that
are
who is going to be
numerous
BJP is an
media reports on
anti-Bengali
this.
party.
I'm coming back to your question, sir.
We-
I'm coming back to your question, sir, Arnabji. The thing is, the SIR
be
process which is
visuals.
going on right now
There are
has
no visuals
already
from
marked 58 lakhs people who are untraceable, whose name will be subtracted from the final voter list per se.
You have
And
to have
also,
people
there
who
is
are speaking on the debate.
1.7 crore
You
voters
have to get off the DV
who
graphics,
are-
sorry. Yeah, probably my team is a bit
Hello?
stuck on the present graphics which are going on. Yeah, go on, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I am telling
Is
you,
that
1 crore
you
67
disrespect
lakh
the Bengali
voters
icon?
are
You
in
don't
the list
understand
of.
the Bengal pulse of the Bengali.
Please, don't intervene. Don't
no,
intervene.
no,
Don't
no,
intervene.
no,
Don't
no, no,
intervene.
no.
Arnab, asking a big question mark after
You
the name.
disrespect the
Today's
Bengalis.
visuals are not there.
The
BJP
TMC is
being
the
portrayed
only
as an
party which
anti-Bengali
has been
party.
opposing the SIR
You
process
have always-
this vehemently.
you have always
Why has
tried
to
TMC
portray
opposed
Bengal in the
SIR?
negative light.
Because TMC themselves know very well their vote bank is dependent on these infiltrators. Their vote bank is dependent on the vote of dead
How many
people and
infiltrators?
duplicate voters.
Your Home Minister comes with this
Why is
Ghuspetia. How
your
many
MLA blocking the
Ghuspetia?
SIR hearing process again and again? You
Sir,
answered me.
how many
Why is
Ghuspetia
Ashit
Goglo
Majumdar,
Giri? How
your
many
MLA,
Ghuspetia?
blocking the
You
SIR
couldn't give
hearing process
Ghuspetias
again and
in
again?
Bengal.
If you
You
have done
couldn't
so
give
much developmental work,
Ghuspetias in
if you
Bihar.
are so
No,
sure
there
of
is
winning
also
the
a
election,
there,
why
but
are
there
you
is
blocking
also a
SIR?
growing feeling,
Why
yeah,
are you
Niladri,
blocking SIR?
and I want to put this to Shubhankar and Ratan Sharda. There's a growing feeling that if the BJP does not win this election and infiltration does not stop, then Bengal will become a Muslim majority state. Imagine after Kashmir, Bengal becomes a Muslim majority state. What are the consequences of that? You know the situation in Bangladesh right now. If the demographic balance makes Muslims a majority in Bengal, like they are in Murshidabad and large parts of South Bengal, then the entire, the whole demography becomes unstable. Society becomes unstable. And Mamata Banerjee is anyway so pro-Muslim, she will take completely pro-Muslim, anti-Hindu stance. Already her leader said, by the way, Ratan Sharda, her leader was asked, and her leader said that, as Shaukat Rai, he says the amazing thing about Mamata Banerjee is that she's popular in Bengal, but she's also popular in Bangladesh. Don't forget, Shaukat Rai says, people of Bangladesh love her. Why would anyone talk like that?
Why?
Why? Why, Ratan Sharda, why?
Illegal immigrants.
Because she wants the immigrant infiltrator vote, right,
Exactly,
Ratan Sharda?
exactly. And now, can I give some points?
Yeah.
First of all, I see a lack of confidence in TMC now. What he said, Mamata has great development, but he didn't talk of development, he talked of welfare measures. Because in case of development, West Bengal is nosediving into worst performing states. Companies are getting out, business is getting out. So as far as development is concerned, Bengal has lost the will to even think of development. Secondly, very clearly that depending on left, because the person said that left will score well and BJP has been exposed, which means they are depending on left now to cut the votes of opposition, so they will sail through. So they are also not sure whether left will score well or not, so they are hoping that left will save them and that alliance is out in the open, they can keep on fighting. Third, Mamata Banerjee talked of Punjabis, she talked of Bengalis. She doesn't know or doesn't want to tell us that Sindhis lost their entire land, the entire population of Hindus had to migrate to Bharat, and many of these leftist, poison mongers have said that Lalkadwani is Sindhi, so he should not fight in India. So with this mindset, do you think there is any scope for these people? Out of 23 districts, 3 are highly Muslim majority, other 6 are decisive Muslims. So this total dependence on Muslims is something that Didi has to worry about. As far as BJP is concerned, Hindus in Bengal have chosen to forget partition violence. They have chosen to forget the Bangladesh 1971 and rape and violence against Hindus in Bengal. They want to wash away that history. That is the reason why so far most of the Hindus have not turned to BJP, though more than half have already turned to BJP. And we should also remember that this entire debate is working on who is the leader of BJP, how will they control 10%. These are all ifs because they're not sure. BJP has done this huge jump in vote percentage everywhere in all those since 1984. That is why it has become very strong and is ruling the maximum part of Bharat because it knows how to get cadres to vote and how to get their cadres to vote. The only thing was last time election of BJP was fought with kind of Delhi-centric approach, which was wrong.
But they still don't have a leader. But they don't have a declared leader. They don't have a declared leader, they don't have a declared leader. And Shubhankar, just one point before you come in. It is believed that they don't have a local Bengali-speaking leader who has been decided to be their face. They were thinking of Saurav Ganguly, then Saurav Ganguly sort of freaked out, got nervous.
Suvinder is also very active.
Saurav Ganguly flirted with the idea of joining the BJP, and then sort of went back
on the field.
No, but you see, you need a imagine. Let me ask you this. Would it be possible? I'd ask you today, for the BJP to win Assam without Himanta Biswa Sharma? Right?
But
you have Modi. But you have Modi. But
can I come in now?
You need a very strong Assamese-speaking local leader as well.
Yes.
Shubhankar.
Yes, right. See, I hope that, I heard Ratan Sharda completely till the time he spoke. I gave him the entire courtesy to go on. So I hope that I would be given the same courtesy, So what happens here, Arnab, is, let me tell you, what happened between 2021 and now. See, 2021, BJP had that momentum going on from 2019, where they had actually done better in Lok Sabha elections. So that momentum was there. By the end of 2020, there was a big shift of leaders from TMC to BJP. There was again a new narrative set. By the time do Mai, Didi akeli reh jayenge. That was being set. That narrative was there. After that, there was another rhetoric, another narrative coming up was do Mai Didi gayi. These all narratives were set. So what happens is, now by this time, BJP has very well understood that Bengal has risen above the fight of rhetorics and narratives. Because see, in 2025, your Sandesh Khaldi didn't work. RG Kar, you tried to, take a lot of clue from Bangladesh. Those
Avra is speaking. Should I keep directing?
You took that clue. You tried to, completely.
You raped women in Sandesh Khali in your party offices. Now you're saying about Sandesh Khali. You should be ashamed.
That didn't work. Now
You should be ashamed.
Now what has happened?
Shah is still in custody. Have you forgotten?
There is no question.
The police was guarding poultry farm. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You have ruined Bengal. You're a shame for Bengal. TMC has ruined Bengal entirely. What have you done for
the problem is being a Bengali, you don't talk about Bengali. And that is the problem. Of course, the BJP has risen over this, but has it happened at the cost of
development? What have you done?
May I just ask you here?
What have you done?
One, Shubhankar, don't shout. Niladri, thank you for the intervention, Shubhankar. Everyone on. Let's be practical, not emotional. You spoke about 2021, I speak about 2024. There is a 2024 Lok Sabha performance I would like to focus on. And if I were to do seat conversion based on the 2024 Lok Sabha performance, that would already place the BJP out of 294. Hold your breath, between 115 to 140 seats if I project Lok Sabha performance at assembly level. TMC would still be higher between 164 to 179. This boils the entire fight in Bengal to about 39 to 40 seats with a vote share gap of about 5 to 7%. Vote share gap 5 to 7%, 40 seats. If there is big Hindu polarization, this can change overnight. Plus, Nikhil, Muslims are also disenchanted with Mamata. She's not done much for them. Right? She's seen to be the leader of the Bangladeshi Muslims now. Other formations like ISF are the voice of the Bengali Muslims. The Bangladeshi Muslims leader is Mamata Banerjee, but originally Bengali, where Muslims from West Bengal, their leader is, they have AIMIM, they have ISF, and MIM did better than Congress in Bihar. So if the Muslim vote splinters a little and the Hindu vote consolidates a little, that becomes a very close fight. Much closer than you think, Nikhil. Yeah.
And first of all, factual correction here. The AIMIM did not do better than the Congress in Bihar. The Congress had a much higher vote share. They had a greater number of seats. Secondly, I think let's just look at the numbers. And it'd be unfair to compare Lok Sabha elections with state elections. So I'm going to compare the previous state elections.
It's absolutely not unfair. It is always done on the basis of seat. 1 minute, just 1 minute. You have to always project when you are doing the most recent election. The most recent election, 100%, is the Lok Sabha election. Now, even if I were to look at the 2021 elections, if I look at the 2021 elections, which party lost seats? It was lost seats, lost share. It was the Trinamool Congress. The Trinamool Congress has been falling, right? Today there is a gap effectively of 5 to 7 points.
Arnab, I am not defending the governance or misgovernance of Mamata Banerjee. I am not standing with the TMC. I'm just looking at the numbers.
That I'm also looking at the numbers. I'm saying is BJP can it win?
Elections, BJP had 26% of the seats and the Mamata's party had 73% of the seats. BJP had 38% vote share. TMC had 48% vote share. And you know, Arnab, I'm one of those
the example of Murshidabad, Nikhil, you don't know your numbers well. Murshidabad, SIR, 1 minute, SIR, there are total of 85,286 cases of SIR, like discrepancies in Murshidabad. What is the vote share? The winning vote share last time? Trinamool won Murshidabad with 2,491 votes only. 82,000 SIR goes. Trinamool won 18 out of 20 seats. 1 minute. In Murshidabad, when these 85,000 non-counted votes are now deleted, then how can the Trinamool win? Mathematically, the Trinamool can't even win Murshidabad. Despite there being a very high Muslim voter base in Murshidabad. Am I right here, Niladri? Do you understand?
Can you, Arnab, can you please allow me to respond?
Either she has
30 seconds, I'll make my point. Give me 30 seconds, I'll make my point.
Niladri.
Can I please get 30
will
seconds
be a problem because of Humayun Kabir. I agree with that. But please understand.
So you admit that you are admitting that Humayun Kabir, who is trying to build a second Babri Masjid, is cutting into Mamata's Muslim vote, which means Muslims are leaving you.
Only in Murshidabad, and he is a front staged by the BJP stooge.
Is that true? Are you putting up people to cut into the Trinamool Muslim vote? Avra, are you doing that?
Only in Murshidabad.
I am telling you, Mamata Banerjee will only get support of the radical Islamists and the Bangladeshi infiltrators. Even the Indian Muslims won't support Mamata Banerjee anymore. They can support the BJP, but they won't support TMC anymore. They are let down by the TMC.
Don't be in the glass house of yours that Mamata Banerjee does not.
Crores of money was siphoned off in the name of Madhana development. They have done nothing. They have done nothing for the development.
They have the support of the people of Bengal.
7,000 companies have gone on
even in Murshidabad, if you stage up
what have you done? What have you done? You haven't done anything.
Befitting reply to you. The Muslims have seen through your game.
TMC leaders have not done anything for the state.
The Muslims have seen through your game.
Left you. The Muslims don't support you anymore.
We know what we have to do.
Don't support you anymore. We know that very well. Indian Muslims can support BJP, but they won't support TMC.
The elections on 2019 on a BJP ticket.
The TMC is relying on
I would like to urge everyone to look at the numbers out here. Ratan Shah wants a last word. You see, viewers, if Mamata Banerjee is a pro-infiltration leader, it's only infiltrators and the Muslims who vote bank which may vote for her. Hindus will not vote for her. Her position,
have 30 seconds.
Her position as a pro-infiltrator leader is much stronger this time than it was in 21.
Can I please get 30 seconds to make the point I was trying to make? 30 seconds. And the debate will get over after that.
Ratan Shah.
My point?
Ratan Shah.
Jan talked about number of seats and vote share. The same Congress complains that first past the post doesn't work anymore because Congress gets vote but not seats. Same thing happened to BJP. But remember, BJP's 77 seats came on a very massive vote, and the change from 3 to 77 seats is something you fail to recognize. As far as Congress is concerned, it is the biggest supporter of TMC. Adhiranjan Chaudhary was sidelined. They folded up. That is supporting Congress directly. So when he says that we don't support Congress, TMC, why are they opposing SIR also?
Yeah, so I think I'm only looking at the world of possibilities. I think it is possible.
This arrogance of TMC is what will bring them
It is
down.
technically possible. My prediction, there'll be number of splits within the Trinamool Congress. A, there'll be multiple splits within the Muslim vote. B, this is going to be a pro or anti-infiltrator election. C, there is going to be massive Hindu vote consolidation. D, the E I don't know is whether the BJP will project the chief ministerial face. I feel they won't.
But we'll win.
I think
But
they won't.
Very Bengali projection, Arnab. It won't be at this time like last time. It was a Delhi projection. It will be purely Bengali projection.
Well,
that is going to change the equations in a big way.
Arnab, can I get 30 seconds?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing this debate here tonight.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप